Welcome to Sydney Motorsport Park. Nice cold July morning for round 2 of the Australian Production Car Series. 2 250k races this weekend, one Saturday, one Sunday, 20 cars, lots of entertainment, lots of action. Enjoy.
Actually, a couple of brackets all snapped, and so it wasn't any of the crew. It was just an aluminium bracket. Unfortunately, snapped the right side, and that then the left side went. And it happened actually 3/4 of the way down the straight at high speed. So pretty happy Dean kept it on the black stuff because he wasn't able to see much. So and that did a lot of damage to the roof and obviously to the bonnet. And and the windscreen, and it's not easy to find a windscreen on Saturday in Sydney. We found out.
Yeah, no problem. We thought it might be an issue, so we thought we might have to try windows up, windows down, maybe one cracked, one not. As soon as I rolled out, it was fine. So there was no drama there. Luckily had a helmet with a visor, and it's all good.
There was a turn 1 incident though, which was a little bit close to comfort, given that you were minus the windscreen. What was that like for you?
Yeah, well, I didn't actually realise that it had severed the wheel until I'd watched some onboard from a car behind. So, luckily, I wasn't, scared inside the race car. I was scared afterwards. But, it all happened pretty slow. So I reacted okay, I think. Although I did manage to kiss the Frenchman on the nose. We had a bit of a kiss before he went and visited the paddock, so that was a bit of humour, but we got through it all right. After what happened in quali with the windscreen scenario, I think Mark and I bounced back really well, and by the time Mark got in the car, he picked up a few places, not that I could do that, so it was grateful for him to get us up into 4th. It was good.
Yeah, it's a bit disappointing to get off, to get pole on the car and to get off the line. The car's got plenty of grunt, and there was a gap. There was enough to fit a car through. I thought that Francois would have given me a little bit more room, and it didn't work out like that. He tapped me, my tyre went down, and then after that it was just his wheel got hooked on my rim from what I can see from my footage, and it was just. Yeah, my car went off, his car went off, and we both ended up with a very disappointing result. And I really felt bad for him because I respect him as a driver. He's a lot older than me, and he's been doing this for a very long time. And I seen some comments on social media last night, which I didn't want to say anything, but some of them should be removed because at the end of the day, it's a racing incident. We're all out there giving it a red hot go, and anybody in my position would have done the same thing, and anybody in Francois would have done the same thing. Like, it's just one of those things. It's racing. Nothing you can do to change it. So, it's just he obviously didn't see me, and I thought that I would have got through, and I thought he did see me, and the gap was closed. Our wheels touched, and that was it.
Yeah, I had a very good start actually yesterday, and unfortunately I kept myself in a racing line, and I got surprised to have a car next to me who was trying to overtake me when there was no room. So and it ended up in a disaster when we had a very big accident, and it could have been worse, but that's we can go back, and today it's another day, so we're going to try to make it a better day. And today George came and apologized, and I think that's it. It's we put it as a racing accident, and today is another day.
Yeah, I really like the track. I ran here a couple of weeks ago in the regularity in the historics on a little 240Z, so I got to know the track a little bit then, so that was good.
I love the track here at Sydney. I've done a few laps here over the years and I really enjoy it, and it's probably one of my favourite tracks, and so I'm very grateful to Tony for letting me drive here in his BMW with Carl.
Oh look, we'd like to be on the podium, we'd like to be on the top of the podium, that's what we come here for. We're in the outright class, or A and B class that can win it, so we're up there with a good mix. There's a good group of cars here again, in Class A especially this time. So it'll be interesting with a couple of Evos thrown in the mix and 3 or 4 BMWs at the front and a couple of Audis, so it should be good.
It's okay. Carly went out for the first practice session and did her best time in this car around this track, so that was really good. So I went out and couldn't get anywhere near her time, so that's a little bit embarrassing. But we'll see how the day and the weekend progresses.
Really good. I really have sort of sat on the outskirts and looked at this series and said I've always wanted to do it. It looked like a good series and now I'm doing it, so yeah, very, very happy. So
yourself and Madison are mentoring 2 young drivers in the car this year, Liam Thompson and Alexandra Best. How are they coming along?
They're coming along so well. They're both really young, only 16. Well, Liam's actually just turned 16 and they're fresh out of karting, so this is their sort of first ever real experience in a national category. And we're just developing them, mentoring them, working with them, teaching them a little bit about some lines and a bit of car setup, but all sort of grassroots stuff, but they're coming along really well.
I think it's definitely important. It's something that Laura and I have both come from. We started out young ourselves and we've always had that help and that background support from family. I think it's just all about giving young kids a go as well. So sort of kids that may not necessarily have had the opportunity previously, and yeah, give them a go.
Well, the car was feeling great this morning when I got in it, but then this bloke next door got in it and ruined it. So he reckons it's hopeless, but the boys are having a look at it now, so we'll get it sorted.
What did you do to the car, Adrian?
Oh, you're just having a bit of a limb there. I just got in the car and it's got a little bit of understeer. So we're just working on it now. The boys are doing a wheel alignment, just so we can get a bit more grip out of it. The car was really good at Bathurst, handling-wise. The nature of this circuit, though, it's not real good for front-wheel drive cars, constant radius corners. So it's quite a different track to Bathurst in that regard. So we're just chasing a few things, but yeah.
What are your thoughts on Rick Bates as your co-driver?
Oh, he's a problem. He's a very funny guy, but a fantastic driver. He doesn't leave anything left in the tank. He goes for everything. He's very hard on the car, but all the quick guys are, so we have to build it to suit him, set it up to suit him. He gets his driving seat and I get the bad one, and he gets everything he wants. It's a sport great.
Yeah, I like it. The 2 shorter races is good, because if we make a mistake we can always make it up in the second race, so but everyone makes mistakes, so just hopefully we don't. But I really like the format. It also makes it 2 starts and a lot more exciting. It should be more exciting racing.
Look, I think it'll be challenging. It'll be interesting with the pit stop strategies and that'll roll out, and safety car and everything, because there's sort of no window, I don't think, of compulsory stop, other than you have to stop somewhere in the race. So that'll make it an interesting outcome for everybody as the race progresses. But no, I think it's a great format. It's fantastic with 500 Ks over a weekend.
I think it's going to be a lot better. Just for the fact that, like Lee said, we had a lot go wrong at Phillip Island, and having that second race on the Sunday, so it could be a redemption day. You come out, fix whatever went wrong in the first race, and come out hitting in the next race. That was the only downside to having just the one long race, is that if something goes wrong, that's your weekend over basically. So yeah, I think it'll definitely work better for us with the 2 races.
We're confident, the car's going good so far, but it's tied up the top there. I mean, if you look in them 2 sessions there, I think the first 4 or 5 cars, there's half a second in it, so it's going to be interesting come race time. I think we'll be all close together and pushing each other, so it's got to be there in the end, I suppose.
Well, we don't like it because they penalise us by reducing tyre allocation, and Evos and the big V8s that need more than 12 tyres, so we have to run conservatively, which we don't like doing. Every meeting we blow about 2 to 3 tyres, so that reduces our allocation, and we have to sort of limp around a little bit sometimes. So we're not really happy about that. That's the way it is.
Oh, pretty good. I mean, Tony went out in the first session and just bedded some brakes in and got the car on song a little bit, and I just went out that session to do a couple of laps, and we tried a few things and neither of them worked, so we're back to square one.
Break start now, Rem, get up there, not into the late car, Bob, then has another fighter. An M135i and now CTRS. Paul Morris at the wheel of that one. Then it's the insurance, Rick Bates, Kyle Hawford, the Dark in BMW 1M.